Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me. This is Ciara from Ciara T Designs, and today I have the first part of my February bullet journal layout. So let's jump in. So I am going to have this all drawn out in pencil. If you guys saw my January setup, I this is my first bullet journal ever, so I am struggling a little bit to kind of understand what I want it to be and how I want it to get there. So I do end up kind of creating everything in pencil first, and then I go back in with my pen and actually kind of add it to the page. So you will see a lot of pencil lines throughout this whole design, and honestly, I do actually not follow some of them. Like I did originally think that I was going to do the February title in script, and I changed my mind, but bear with me as we kind of work through what this is going to look like. So for my first page of February, I really wanted there to be a full calendar layout. I kind of missed this in my January layout as I was using it, and I'm still using January's layout, obviously, because we're still in January, but I felt like this would be a really good addition to just add certain things to the page. So I thought that I could, have like my work schedule at an easy glance for the whole month, and that kind of thing. And then any events I had coming up or any projects I had due, this would be a really easy way to see the whole picture of the month layout. So I thought I would try this in a single page layout. So on the left-hand side, I've drawn out all of the boxes for my page, and then I'm on the right side, I am going to do a layout of just my February title page. And then yes, you are going to see my cats pop into this video. I think both Mist and Ember make an appearance in this video, and I left that footage in so you guys could enjoy it just because I think that they're adorable, and I do know that you guys like to see my kitties kind of pop into the videos whenever they're around, so I left that. So here you can see that Mist is being very helpful with my creative process as she sits across the journal, and then she's also playing with the border string, or the, I guess it's a page stop. She was playing with the strings that come out of the book, just because, why not? And then, so I'm kind of just redoing all of the lines that I've done in pencil. And I did learn from this setup, like from the last setup, I waited to erase my pencil lines. So I have a lot less smearing in this video. So that's probably a good thing. But I also chose to use my Muji pen. So this is a Muji 0.5 pen, and it's one of my favorite pens. It's a really thin line that I feel I get a lot of control with, so I kind of enjoy using it, but any pen would work for this. This is just kind of what I chose to do. And then I brought in a lot of washi tape in this kind of layout. Most of it is from the Ikigai Papir advent calendar that I had in December. If you watch my channel, you would have seen me unbox it daily on the channel. So I showed off the things that came in that. And I chose to use those in this bullet journal setup because I thought they were really pretty, and I wanted to, showcase the stickers and washi tape and whatnot that I got in that box. So I do have links to the shop. Hedda also has a YouTube channel. Hedda runs that shop, and I can link her channel down below as well. She has some phenomenal bullet journal and reading journal content, and she's just an artist that I admire, so you can go and check her out. But most of the stickers and washi tape in this setup are from her shop, so I have that linked down below if you want to check it out. And I brought in, so originally I thought that I was going to hand script font this February, and then I changed my mind because I thought it would be really fun to kind of introduce some of my alphabet dies that I don't use really often, and this one's just kind of funky looking, so I brought in it's the ScrapBook.com's Festive Alphabet dies, and I just used the uppercase letters, and I cut them out from some white glitter cardstock because why not add some glitter, and I just cut out the FEB because that's all that would fit because it is fairly large. And then these sticker sheets you see me adding to the calendar page, these are, as I said, from, I'm not pronouncing it properly, but the website name is Ikigai Papir, and it is Hedda's shop. So as I said, it is linked below, so you can go and check out all of these different sticker sheets. This large sticker is also from that advent calendar, and I thought it was just stunning. So the first part of this video, it's two parts because I strongly underestimated how long it would take me to lay this out and do all of the pen work and all that stuff. And I've heavily edited this video as well. And it's still, a bit of a longer video. So hopefully you don't mind hanging out with me as I kind of work through this creative process. But I brought in some old book pages as I thought they just look really pretty, and then some of the stickers and washi tape from that advent calendar. But the advent calendar was mostly green and orange, really heavy on the green, because it was like a Year of the Dragon style box. But the idea is that it's pretty much all green and orange. So the majority of the decorations of the first 2 pages will be green and orange. I underestimated how much I would need to do 5 pages, because I realized as I was creating this that I was actually duplicating pages. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but because I start my week on a Sunday, I'm kind of including Sunday from the month before. So when I finish January, I have the start of February in my bullet journal. And then when I started February, I had the end of January. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. But that means that I'm creating kind of like 5 weeks of spreads. So I'm almost redoing a week in the journal. So I hope that makes sense. So I've done like 5 weeks for January and then 5 weeks for February, because February of how it lands, and because I'm, starting the Sunday of whatever is before the month start. I hope that makes sense. But regardless, I am kind of like copying months, or like a week in the month. And I'm trying to decide what to do about that. So I don't know if when I do March's layout, if I should skip the first few days of March because they're in the February layout, or if I should just continue the way I'm going and have, like the last days of February and the first few days of March in March's layout, so that I'm almost duplicating that week again. I don't know. If you have a journal, let me know what you do, because this is a huge learning experience for me, because I've never made a journal of this kind, and I'm, kind of just flying by the seat of my pants. So let me know what you do, because that's what I'm doing at the moment, and I'm not sure if it's a great way to go about it. So I would love to know what you guys are doing, because I'm always open to, different views on everything. So that is the cover page and calendar that I created. I think that it turned out really pretty, and you can see that I have that mix of green and orange. So when I jump into the weeks, here is where you'll see what I mean, but for the layout, the boxes are going to be the exact same on each page, right? So each layout page of the week is going to be the exact same layout. And if you want the exact number of dots, let me know and I'll go and count them. I didn't. I kind of just laid this out and then, copied it to the next page. But if you want to know the exact amount of everything, let me know and I can grab that information for you, and just leave me a comment with it, and I'll answer your comment with the answer of how many boxes and how many dots and whatnot. But each page is going to have this exact same layout. The thing that's going to change is that I do the art differently on each layout. So I tried to have each page have the same amount of boxes, but have the items in the boxes move. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. So each page has 6 boxes, and then obviously 7 of those are dedicated to the days of the week. And then there's like a quote or some little art boxes or whatnot. So you could draw in them, you could collage in them, you could, whatever your style is. I chose to do collage style because that's kind of what I'm experimenting with at the moment. But I mean, you could literally do anything and it would be beautiful. I did bring my ruler in for these lines. In my last setup, my January setup, I chose to freehand everything, and it was kind of freeing because nothing was perfect, but I thought it would be really fun to just try this more geometrical looking layout, because I thought it would be kind of fun to do something just slightly different. So that's kind of what I was thinking with these boxes. And I want to try, I think every month I'm going to do like a vastly different layout. So for the first, January, I did a Dutch door and I cut pieces off, and then I had lines for the days. And in this one, I'm doing a very more rigid kind of layout with, straight lines and boxes and whatnot. So I just thought it would be really fun to kind of try different layouts every month and kind of get a feel for what I like and what works for me in my little world of organization here. So I'm kind of having fun, and I don't know exactly who came up with this specific layout. I'm sure it's been done. I saw so many different variations of things when I was looking on Instagram and Pinterest, so I don't know the exact person who came up with this. So I can't really give direct credit, but there's just so many great creators in the bullet journal industry that it's hard to pick one that maybe inspired one thing. And here you can see that I laid these all out wrong, and this is where I decided that it was wrong, because I start my week on a Sunday, not on a Monday. So I had to go backwards and remove all of these really cool stickers because they are in the wrong order. Luckily for me, they actually came up with no problem, no issue, but I did have to remove, almost the whole week, because I realized at Friday that I had started my week on a Monday, which I don't do. Although I can see why people do it. It looks a lot more organized, and then it keeps your weekend together, which I completely understand now more so. But being Canadian, our calendar starts on the Sunday, same as Americans. So I decided that my bullet journal would be set up that same way. However, I'm thinking maybe in 2025, I might start it on Mondays, because I can see where the appeal sits with keeping your weekend together. I don't know why Canada's starts on a Sunday, because I'm pretty sure in European countries it actually starts on the Monday, which kind of makes sense. But so that is just kind of what I'm following. And every sticker you've seen so far has come from that advent calendar I got for Christmas. And the washi tapes. I'll let you know when something didn't come from that, but currently so far everything has come from that. And I also, in one box, I also did a calendar of the month, and then kind of just colored whatever week we were currently in of that month. But here you can see, so I had to start my week in the end of January, even though February doesn't start till Thursday. So I have this exact same week in January's layout. So I'm duplicating a week, which I don't know if that's a great idea. Honestly, you guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm flying by the seat of my pants and having fun doing it. So ultimately, I don't know. You tell me what would be, a little more useful. And I hope that the audio sounds okay. I am doing this on my AirPods just because I'm traveling at the moment, so I needed to use my AirPods for this instead of my usual microphone. So hopefully it sounds okay. I hope it's not too loud or too quiet. If you have any comments, let me know. I'm always more than happy to hear what you guys are thinking about my content, or about what I'm up to. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you're thinking. I'm always more than happy to hear what's going on for you and what you're thinking about what I'm creating, or if you have any concerns or thoughts or ideas or opinions. Generally keep it nice, but I'm open to creative criticism. That's how we learn. So I'm more than happy to hear whatever your thoughts are. But feel free to leave me a comment and tell me what you think. What do you think of this different content? I know that as a general rule, I do create more paper creations, like cards, or I want to get more into journals, that kind of thing. So, what do you think about this kind of journal, this style of journaling? It's not like an art journal or anything, so it's, a little different content than what's normally on my channel, but I like to share what I'm up to with you guys. So I'm hoping you enjoy it, but you need to let me know so that I can be aware of what you guys are thinking. So I decided for these two squares, so these two art squares, and then you can see I have like a to-do list in one square, and I'm going to add a quote in the other that's kind of empty at the moment. I made the background out of washi tape because I thought it would be interesting. It was a fun way to create a background, but it did take a little effort because I did choose to make sure that it only stayed within the box. This first layout is completely within the boxes. There's no real deviation from what lines I already had on the page. So I brought my X-Acto knife in and I just kind of cut along the edge of where that box is, and gently, and so I didn't cut through the paper. I'm only cutting the washi tape here. And that just kind of gave it this really nice finished edge and made it look like it was dedicated to the box, which I thought was kind of interesting and looked neat. And then I add some stickers and whatnot to it to just add some more interest because I think that it looks fun. I I love stickers. I don't know if I'm alone in that. I know that's not generally, well, I don't know. I think more adults are into it now than they used to be when I was growing up. But I love stickers. I love that it's such a fun and great way to have a small piece of someone's artwork. So this whole stationery advent calendar, is all sorts of different washi tapes and sticker sheets and die cut stickers. And there's even vintage lace in it, which I haven't quite decided what to do with yet. But there was just so much fun stationery. And I'm just had a blast with it. And I just think it's kind of funny that, that love of stationery has kind of stayed with me through being a child and then being an adult, and just I still love it. So I hope you guys enjoy it because you guys know I have a little sticker shop. It's going to get a huge revamp in 2024. I'm working on some new art for it, and I want to do some kind of drawing videos with you guys if you think that might be something you'd be interested in. I want to do some different stuff on the channel this year, and I want to share it with you guys, and I hope you're interested in that kind of content so that the cards aren't going anywhere. I'm not going to stop making my paper crafting stuff. I just kind of want to broaden what I do because I think that there's so many great hobbies, and I want to, enjoy different ones and share those with you guys. So hopefully you're interested in that and I can share that with you. The markers that I use, here's Ember. She's coming to check out what we're up to. The Tombows that I used, so the gray one that I'm using right here to create those drop shadows for the boxes is the N52, which is a gray. And then I used 243 or 243 of the green marker, which is what I used to create the lines in the boxes. That's just to kind of give some variation to the layers of lines. I think I find it easier to see when I do that. So I like to kind of put different lines highlighted. I don't own a lot of really neutral colored Tombows. So I'm going to have to look into that because I do kind of wish some of these colors were a bit lighter, especially when we get into the orange. I don't own much orange. And I realized in making this that I didn't buy enough stickers to kind of do the whole layout that I wanted to. You'll see that when we hit the next couple of weeks in the layout, which I'll have for you guys on Thursday, you can check out. But I didn't quite have enough stickers for what I saw in my head, which is totally fine, totally on me, because I actually bought extra stickers. That's how I have so many days of the week, which you'll see again in part 2 of this, because otherwise this video would have been really, really long. But I need to look into getting some more lighter colors of the Tombow so that I can kind of have maybe a slightly more subtle line in my actual boxes that I'm writing in. Just because it is not this one so much, the green's not too bad, but you're going to see with the orange that it like overpowers. It's very, very bright, which again isn't a bad thing. It's just, different. So I think it's just kind of funny when I look through my pen collection and realize that I didn't have much for lighter colors. I kind of gravitate towards more vibrant, bold colors. So that's something I'm going to have to rectify a little bit in my collection, but that's okay. So for the quote on this page, I wrote, "Your only limit is your mind." Because at the end of the day, the only thing that holds you back is yourself. So I think that a lot of these, I'm not saying these to other people, these quotes are directly related to me because I need to remind myself sometimes that I can do anything. I can, I know that people say that, but I sometimes forget that it's true. If I'm willing to put in the work, I can accomplish anything. So sometimes I really have to remind myself of that. And I think that 2024 is going to be a big component of that. I have some news to share with you guys. I'm not quite ready to share it yet, but I will share it here coming up. And I'd like to do a sit-down video where I kind of talk through some things with you guys. And I'll kind of discuss it in that one. But the quotes are pretty much related to, following your dreams and not letting fear stop you from, following your dreams and whatnot. So be aware that in these quotes, they're very directed at me, obviously, right? Because this is my journal. So hopefully nobody takes anything in the wrong way with any of these quotes. I mean, I don't think you will, but it's always that concern that when you put something out there on the internet, you might offend somebody. So I'm always kind of like to be aware that, everybody has feelings, and I want to be, aware of that and be kind to everybody. So I just, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I put stuff out and I never want to offend anyone with anything. And I'm hoping that a journal never would, but some of these quotes may, be quite upsetting to somebody. So if I can just broach it quickly here right now, then we're all good. But yeah, so you saw that the first setup was mostly green. We stayed pretty much in all the green family. We didn't go out of that color palette. So for this one, I brought in orange because that was what came in the kit, like the advent calendar, right? It was green and orange, but the orange is like more of a burnt orange. And as far as colors go, I do not gravitate towards orange as a general rule. There's nothing wrong with it. Orange is a beautiful color. It's just not something I tend towards. So I don't own much in the orange family. So I was struggling a little bit to kind of come up with decorations for this page because I just don't have much in that color palette. So I did have to kind of go through a bunch of stickers that I own. And I decided that this page would be all orange, because the first page is all green. So to kind of keep with that idea, this one is all orange. But of course that limited me a little bit because I didn't have enough stickers that were orange to compete with the green ones. And then I don't own much that's orange. So you'll see what I do with the decorations here in a minute, but I just bear with me and just, we'll get there together. But I had to bring in some random extra stickers that I kind of just had in my stash. And honestly, I'm not even 110% sure where some of them came from, to be completely honest with you. Like, they've been in my stash for a while, and I'm not even sure where I got them. So, yeah, I can't link to things that I don't remember where they came. I mean, honestly, some of them could have come in pen pal letters. Because I just have the sticker insert for my traveler's notebook, and I just add my random one-off stickers to that. So, I mean, I get stickers from my pen pals. I buy random stickers. Sometimes when you buy stuff from a company, you get a random sticker. So I'm not even sure where some stickers come from. But I do try to kind of link to anything that I did use that I bought directly from a company. So that orange washi tape that I just put down, that was in my stash. I have no idea where that came from. I've had it for quite a while. But this one with the writing, this one actually came from that same shop that I bought the advent calendar from. So it's just super pretty. It's just this light washi tape that has writing on it, and I really like how it looked, so I had to pick it up. And of course, Mist is helping here by chasing those bookmark pages again, as why not? And yeah, so that's kind of all I did there. And you see that I used the same lettering from that other sticker sheet. It had one set of days in green and one set of days in orange, and you can see I shifted where the days sat. So every layout has a different layout. Every design has a different layout. I'm not even sure how to say that. I hope that this isn't too rambly for you guys. I know that I talk a fair amount in my videos. Would you like music instead? Like for these slightly longer videos? I mean, I could cut more of the video out. I'm never sure exactly what people would like to see and what I should remove. Because I want you to see how it comes together in case it's something that interests you and you want to try it yourself. So I don't ever want to take something out if somebody learns something from it. But at the same time, it does make longer videos. So you guys let me know what you think. Would you prefer music to me talking? I won't be offended. It's perfectly okay. Sometimes I consider that, but I also know that lots of people really like voiceovers. So let me know your preference so that I can be in the know of what you guys think, because I do always want to know what you're thinking. And then so here I brought in, this is an orange Tombow marker, and it is the 933 or 933. I don't know what Tombow's system is. I think it's just orange. And then I'm going to use that to create my lines. And this is where I wish I had had just a slightly lighter color because it is very vibrant, which isn't a bad thing. I like vibrant, but it does kind of, wash out the rest of stuff kind of going on because it steals the show there, but that's okay. I use that for each line again, just because I like to have each second line, in the boxes where I'm going to write, just because I like to kind of differentiate it. It makes it easier for me to see when I do so. So I kind of like to kind of lay that out. And then I did have my little calendar, my little to-do list on that one side with some stickers from the same advent calendar. And then I'm going to add some stickers that I kind of just have on hand to the other box. So, and then this one is, I have to remember what this quote says. I think it's happiness is not by chance, it's by choice. Which I don't know. I've had people dispute that before. I feel that it's something you have to work at, just like anything else. So I feel like that's pretty fitting, but that's just kind of my opinion. And then these stickers that I'm adding right here, these are the ones that I have no idea where they came from. You can see kind of sort of off to the side there, that's my traveler's notebook, and it's full of the stickered adhesive ones. And I don't know where these stickers are from, so I can't even tell you. And here you can see how many times the cats walk through this video. This is what, the 4th or 5th time? Like, they were just so interested in what I was doing. Out of fairness, though, I did sit here for a long time working on this, so I can see kind of why they kept popping in. But yeah, they had to walk through several times, both Mist and Amber. Just came to check me out and see what I was up to. So that is the couple of layouts and the cover page that I did. I would love your feedback. I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you have any comments for me? Do you have any thoughts? Do you have any ideas? Would you change anything? Let me know, because I am super curious about what you guys are thinking and how you're feeling about this slightly different content and what I'm up to. So please don't hesitate to leave me your feedback. I want to hear it. I want to know what you guys think. So, especially on such a different series for me. I hope that you're enjoying it. I hope that it's, something that you don't mind watching if you're just hanging out with me because you like my videos. But yeah, leave me some comments and let me know your thoughts so that I can kind of be aware of what you're thinking and how much you're enjoying the content. Or if you aren't enjoying it, let me know either what direction. Like, this is, like my channel, though it's content I want to create, I want to hear your thoughts. So thank you so much, guys, for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I do new videos every Monday and Thursday. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.